Vancouver Island is the largest island on the Pacific coast of North America. Stretching 285 miles long and averaging 50 miles wide, this incredible landscape covers 12,000 square miles. Its deeply diverse and wild nature occupies the hearts of locals that call it home. While possibly being the rainiest place in North America, it is because of that it has rich soils and boasts the largest trees and tallest waterfall in all of Canada. Having a vehicle built to handle the wild and rugged terrain of the backcountry is a critical component of how we explore here. The backroads of Vancouver Island span thousands of zigzag miles in all directions. While many are gated and privately owned, there are many open to the curiosity of adventure seekers. Beautiful lakes, beaches, deep forests, and wild coastlines are just some of the wonders you expect to find here. The first night of our trip was spent enjoying the peaceful solitude of this beachside camp. The quiet sounds of the ocean, the eagles, and other wildlife bring the peace to the mind that I think we all need sometimes. It's always taco night with Toyota World Runners. You can't be afraid of rain when you're camping here on the wet coast. And we had a bit of a storm overnight, but that didn't dampen our spirits. A pot of coffee and an early start had us in the right mood to check out all the places we marked on our map today.
Okay, little guy. Good deed, brother.
Exploring roads for the first time is a unique excitement. Not knowing what's around the next corner or what beauty might lay ahead is one of my favorite experiences in the backcountry. Stacy had diligently marked out some places for us to check out on our Backroads map book, and they did not disappoint. The lakes and wreck sites and coastline that we got to see today left a significant imprint for a place we need to come back to. I want to remind you guys that overlanding is just camping. So don't price yourself out of exploring and adventuring where you live. As overlanding becomes a big mainstream search term and the gadgets and gear get more elaborate and more expensive, that doesn't make the old stuff obsolete. We were camping in a ground tent with totes and a Coleman camping stove, the same one I grew up camping with my mom with, and it was awesome. You don't need elaborate gear to see incredible places. All you need is an adventurous spirit and a dose of curiosity, and maybe an epic co-pilot.
Holy, there's so many of them. There's like at least 5.
There's more than that.
Okay.
Good evening on Toyota World Runners.
Coming to you live from the perfect beach.
Yeah, we're gonna call this Sandheart Beach.
Yeah, Sandheart.
Look where we are. This place is absolutely incredible. And we are about to cook up a feast. This is gonna be an epic one-pot wonder, and we're gonna show you exactly how to do it. One pot, one pot.
One pot.
Gonna be wonderful.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Okay, first things first.
Step 1. The real step 1. Wine. Okay, now that that's done,
Now we can start cooking.
now we can start cooking.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Now that that's done, cooking oil, please.
Cooking oil acquired.
No, put it in the pot.
Oh. I actually have to do things. Okay. And it's February.
So the cooking oil,
So the cooking oil might be solid.
it's more like cooking gel.
Oh, good God. Oh, that's a consistency. Oh, I'm sorry that that's on camera.
This one pot wonder is going to be a Thai curry soup, and it's going to start with getting a whole big onion.
Whole and big.
In a Thai curry, I like having the onions nice and big. Ooh, yeah, be careful to not slice your thumb on your super sharp hunting knife. In this soup, it's nice to have
Big, whole mushies in his mouth.
Great. Now put the lid on that and let those hang out for a bit. Sharp knife. Okay, while that's cooking, we're gonna get our whole pepper,
Whole and big.
like big chunks.
I'm also proving to be useless. I should probably just have a drink in hand so I at least look busy.
There you go. Yeah, what would Graham be doing right now?
Commenting on your every move.
You open these coconut milks.
This is a job only I can handle.
That's right. Now would also be a good time to get whatever protein you're using ready. Tonight, Stacey and I are pretending to be vegans, so we're going to be using that tofu stuff. We actually like tofu.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, good. Oh, good heavens.
Oh, good heavens! Okay, let's crank some pepper in there.
And salt?
Yeah, do some salt. Just a little bit, you know.
This is a team effort.
Just to taste. We're going to go ahead and throw our protein in too. Yum. Okay, now it's time to get spicy. We got turmeric. This is supposed to be cumin, but turmeric's good too.
That is cumin.
Is this cumin?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cumin hiding in the turmeric container. We like these pretty hot, so we're going to go some cayenne. And the real secret to an authentic Thai curry,
Is buying it from the restaurant.
Blue Dragon. Honestly, like, I've been cooking Thai curry for a long, long time, and I've tried so hard to make it taste like authentic restaurant, like real Thai curry. And this is the only one I found that comes close. Unless you're going to make it from scratch. So we're going Blue Dragon all the way.
The whole thing.
Give that a stir with an egg slice. We're going to put the lid on that, and
What about the rice?
we're going to let all the veggies get to know each other first.
Okay.
Just let them spices hang out and coagulate. Then we're going to put in the rice, coconut milk, and water and turn it into a soup.
Okay. Oh, God. I'm gonna shake it. Oh, they're friendly.
Oh, I wish you could smell that.
Mmm.
Coconut milk is coconut cake.
Oh!
We're doing a one pot wonder, so we're just going to put a carefully measured amount of rice into the soup.
That was precisely 1 3/5.
1 3/5, everyone. It is a soup after all. We're going to let it hang out for a while. Thai curry, finally. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's spicy.
That's so good.
So good.
That's the kind of meal you want to warm up to. The weather can change in an instant on Vancouver Island, so you never know when you're gonna wake up to a beautiful sunny morning, just like this. It was incredibly fitting that we were celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend, and the spot that Stacy had scoped out on her last helicopter ride to work happened to be this incredible beach, and the bay had perfectly shaped hard sand. No cracks. I usually use my stopwatch. Oh my god, it was still going. I use my stopwatch to see how long to get the tires to the perfect pressure. And I propped it up when I had the hood open right here. And it's still been going. So 58 minutes ago when we left, this fell off on the road. It was actually in the middle of the highway and it's been there for an hour. And it was somehow just, you know, right in the middle. Didn't get any cracks.
God bless. Because the Yeti doesn't have four-wheel drive right now, we're choosing to put our legs in four low. Chains acquired. Going up.
Story time. 2 a.m. We've been asleep for a couple hours. Actually getting a really deep sleep.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And then we both woke at the exact same time to the most bone-chilling shriek I've actually ever heard in my life.
Ever. I will have nightmares just about the shriek.
Like, it sounded like a woman was getting murdered. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was terrifying. And we both woke at the same time, just like shook. Like, we were silent for a few seconds and then just like, did you hear that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, you have to go out. You have to go see what that was.
Footsteps.
Yeah, there's definitely something there.
We heard like a couple footsteps, and I'm like, at this point I had no idea what I was going out for. Like, my heart is racing because I've never heard a shriek like this in my life. And so I grabbed my machete And I started just screaming at the top of my lungs in like the scariest voice I can come up with. Just
I can hear footsteps. Like, I can hear thumping. Like, this thing is big. And I'm thinking that the only reason he's yelling at the top of his lungs is because, like, this thing is, like, right in front of him and he's standing his ground. Because I was just assuming that it's still there because I can't see anything. I'm just, like, so scared that it's right in front of him. I'm like, start the truck!
so
Sure enough.
I fire up the Yeti. And just step on rev limiter.
Just like,
no. Just backfire, sounds like a gunshot.
yeah, the most beautiful moonlit evening, like clear skies, obviously, like what we woke up to, but like every animal in this vicinity was probably like, I'm sorry, what just happened? Like, this truck is just like going off, like he's screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, what is this animal?
I was in full protective mode.
It was good. It was kind of impressive. I was like, okay, well, this is what's gonna happen if, yeah, okay. Barely go back to
terrible,
sleep.
terrible
It's
sleep.
the worst
Awful.
sleep. It's like all I could hear was that screech and like that thumping.
Or it was like a cougar killing a bunny, and it was like the sound of a bunny
bunny
shrieking,
dying.
a bunny
Yeah.
dying. I was like, the lightest sleep ever.
The lightest sleep, and we wake up to this,
Beautiful sun.
which is like pretty incredible for February camping, especially in a ground tent. Like, you wouldn't hear a cougar. Like, this thing was thumping around while he was defending his tent. Like, so many just like disrupted footprints. Like, there's ones over there of him like sliding around, obviously trying to get away. Like, he's probably freaking out because this truck is about to backfire on him. Elk, everyone. Stay tuned for your news update today for killer elk in the middle of the night. In the moonlight, we'd have woken up and just seen this beautiful elk. Instead, we were just like went full Rambo on him. Like, he's running around with a machete. Are you kidding me?
Oh gosh.